Welcome to the full course of sensitivity analysis in Excel. This is Mohammed speaking. I will be your instructor for the full course. After this course, you will be able to do sensitivity analysis in Excel on your own for your business and financial models. In this course, we will cover all the features and methods needed to do sensitivity analysis in Excel in 5 different videos. And the course contents are goal seek, scenario manager, data tables, custom conditional formatting, tornado graphs. The goal seek is usually used for calculating a certain scenario in a business. The scenario manager is mainly used for calculating best, worst, and average cases of a business. The data table is very important. It is heavily used for the sensitivity analysis by the analysts. And this is two types, one and two variable data tables. After that, we have the custom conditional formatting. This feature is needed for conditionally formatting our data tables. If the data table is very large, we need to find our critical values for the business to make decisions. And finally, we have tornado graphs for visually representing our sensitivity analysis. So this is the end of this video. We'll start the actual analysis from the next video. In this video, we'll see how to use the goal seeker feature in Excel in order to calculate a particular scenario in a business. So let's say you have a business and launched a new product with a price per unit of $50, cost per unit 30, and the fixed cost for launching that product was $100,000, and you have an annual sale of 10,000 units. Before jumping into how to use the goal seek feature, we need to first calculate the revenue, cost, and profit first. So we'll quickly calculate them. The revenue will be the price per unit multiplied by the units sold. The cost will be the cost per unit multiplied by units sold added by the fixed cost, and the profit will be total revenue minus the total cost. So we can see that our total profit is $100,000, but let's say you want to have a total profit of $500,000 annually, and in order to do so, how many units need to be sold? You can calculate this manually, but there is a more efficient way in Excel to calculate this, and in order to do this, we need to use the goal seek feature. So to do the goal seek, we need to first go to the data tab and click the what if analysis and click goal seek. This will appear the goal seek window, and we will see the three different boxes, each demanding sales and values. The set cell, we will set the profit cell with the formula, and we want to have a $500,000 of profit. That's why we'll give 500,000 to the value cell, and by changing cell, we'll give here the units sold, since it will be changed in order to have the $500,000 profit mark, and click OK. This will automatically calculate the units per sold needed to have a $500,000 profit. We can see that we need to sell at least 30,000 units to have a $500,000 of profit. So this is how you use the goal seek feature in order to calculate a particular business scenario. In the next video, we'll see how to use the scenario manager in order to calculate the best, worst, and average cases of a business. See you in the next video. So in this video, I will show you how to use the scenario manager in Excel. Let me first introduce you to the dataset first. Here I have a dataset of a product in three different scenarios. You can see the best, worst, and average case scenario, and I have the corresponding price per unit, cost per unit, and units sold for that product in three different scenarios. And I have also calculated the revenue, total cost, and profit with formulas for the best case scenario. And here are the formulas. You can see it is same as in the previous video when we used the goal seek. So we want to calculate the revenue, total cost, and profit again for the worst and average cases. Of course, we can do this manually, but we won't do that manually. The efficient way is to do it by using the scenario manager. So in order to use the scenario manager, we'll click on the data tab first. From the data tab, we'll click on what if analysis and scenario manager. In the scenario manager window, we'll click on add. If you have previous values, you need to delete them first. We'll click add and we'll add the best case scenario first. Best, we'll type best in the series name, scenario name, and we'll keep the changing sales to the price per unit, cost per unit, and unit sold, which is C4 to E4, and click on OK. And you can see here are some values. It has already pick up from the table. C4 means price per unit, which is 55, cost per unit 45, and unit sold 12,000. So we don't need to change them. We'll click add to add another scenario. Now we will type for the worst case scenario. We'll keep worst case. Our changing sales will be the same, C4 to E4. We will click OK, and this time we need to change the price per unit, cost per unit, unit sold, since we are considering the worst case. So in the worst case, our price per unit may go down to 25. Our cost per unit may rise to $30, and our units sold may reduce to 8,000 only. We'll click add again to add the average case. We'll type the average case. Our changing sales will be again the same. Click OK, and this time our price per unit will be 40. Our cost per unit this time is 35, and the sold unit sold will be 10,000. We'll click OK now, and since all the cases have been added, we'll click on the summary. Now it wants to input the result cells. In this case, we are showing the results as revenue, total cost, and profit. If you have a different set of calculations, the results should be given in these results cells. Just you need to just track them and then click OK. After clicking OK, we can see that it has given us an output of scenario summary. We can see in the column names best case, worst case, and average case, but in the row we can see it hasn't given names. It has only given cell references. C4 stands for our price per unit, cost per unit, and unit sold, and this is revenue, cost, and profit. So if we interpret this is the revenue for the best case, cost for the best case, and the profit for the best case is 120,000. In the worst case scenario, the revenue is 200,000, and the cost is 240,000, and the profit is negative 40,000, which means a loss of 40,000. In the average case, we can see that the revenue is 400,000, our cost is 350,000, and the profit is only 50,000. So this is how you do the scenario manager in Excel and interpret the results as well. So thank you for watching. In the next video, we'll discuss about the what if analysis data tables, which are very important, and these are the main things of sensitivity analysis. These are of two types we'll discuss in the next video. So see you in the next video. Welcome back everyone to the sensitivity analysis full course in Excel. In this video, we'll be discussing about the very important topics in this course, which is the one variable data table and the two variable data table. Both of them are very important in sensitivity analysis for business and probabilistic problems. So at first, we will discuss about the one variable data table. Here we have a simulation for a product development, and their costs you can see here, and the cumulative cost, and this is the final cost which is simulated. or you can also have a business outcome, any variable cost or something else, and you need to see it for different scenarios. Like I want to see it for up to 10 scenarios, since it is a continuously changing uh, value cost. The value or the is the cost here. So I have to see in 10 different scenarios. So what I can do, I can do just reference this final calculation of mine. You can do it for your final calculation of your particular business scenario calculations, and then I have to select the whole range of the 10 scenarios. For simplicity, I am using only 10 scenarios. You can do it up to 100 or 1000 or even 10,000 maybe in Excel. You just need to create the structure like this, 1 to 100 or even 1000, and then follow the same instructions that I am giving. Then after selecting this whole range, you just need to go to the data tab. From the data tab, click on what if analysis and data tables. From the data tables, select on column input and click on any empty cells and click OK. This will generate all the values in different scenarios. We can see in scenario 1 this is 50 million, in scenario 2 it is 41.5 million, in scenario 10 it is 38.5 million. So this is how you can do the one variable data table and see up to 10 to 1000 or even 10,000 scenarios for your particular business variable. Next we will be discussing about the two variable data table. So in order to make a two variable data table, you need to have a structure like this. I will give a short introduction of it. Here I have a case for a transportation problem. um, a transportation vehicle is rented, and its a base cost is for now is given $1,765, and its a per mileage rate is $9, and different customers urge for different mileage trips. So we have calculated the revenue here by multiplying the miles with the mileage rate and added the base rate. Here you can see the formula here, and I have created these different scenarios for which I want to see. You can see in the horizontal section I have given the base rate from 700 all the way to $2,000, and for the mileage rate I have given it from 8 to $30, and I have also given the reference. You can see the minimum revenue here which I want to see for these different scenarios. Since here are two variables, that is why it is called the two variable data table, and this is mostly the most useful tool for having a two variable sensitivity analysis, and it is very uh, efficient in business scenario analysis and sensitivity analysis. And the data analysts always use this method. I also use this thing to do sensitivity analysis for my clients. This is an actual work of my client. So I need to fill up this all these cells with my corresponding base rates and mileage rates. So how can I do it? At first you need to select the whole thing. This is not the efficient way. We will just click on Control Shift right arrow and then down arrow. This will select the whole range, and again we'll go to the data tab. From the data tab we'll select the what if analysis and data table. The data table, now we need to give inputs to our cells. In the raw, since it is the base rate, so we'll have to give reference to the base rate, and into the column we have given the mileage rate, which is the vertical section. So you have to give the mileage rate here, the reference, which is F2, and we need to click OK, and this will fill up all the cells. You can see here, if I zoom out, it has fill up all the cells with the corresponding minimum revenue for each section. If the let me explain one for you. If the base rate is 1100, then and the mileage rate is $12, then the revenue minimum revenue is $1280. And this when this data table gets a little bit larger, finding out the critical values is more difficult. That's why you need to do conditional format, just like this. You can see I have a conditional custom formatted this the table, so that I can easily see critical values and make decisions. In the next video, I'll show you how to uh, customize your conditional formatting in order to see the critical values of the business and make your business decisions. So see you in the next video. Welcome back everyone to the sensitivity analysis full course in Excel. This is part 5, and in this video we'll be discussing how to make this kind of custom conditional formatting to your data tables. In the previous video at part 4, we have discussed how to make data tables, one variable data table and two variable data table for sensitivity analysis for a business scenario. Please watch that video first and come back to this video. I will just give a short introduction of our table and the model. So this is a business about transportation, and it generates a revenue, minimum revenue of 2065, what I want, and it is affected by the base rate and mileage rate. Both are given at horizontal section, the base rate, and the vertical section represents the mileage rate. And these are the values of our revenue, and the revenue, how it is affected by the base. You can just tell it by watching. You can see that a revenue of $2,100 has a base rate of $1,800 and a mileage rate of $15. This is how this works. So how can we make this kind of conditional formatting? You can see here is a data table, two variable data table, and I want to make this kind of conditional formatting to it. So in order to create that kind of custom conditional formatting, just first select the whole range first by Control Shift right arrow and down arrow, and then go to the Home tab and click on conditional formatting. From here, create new rules. Since I want to make a 3 color scale, I will give it three color scale. If you want 2 color, you can give it 2 colors. And you can see in the first row there are types. I will make all the types to numbers for the minimum, midpoint, and the maximum as well. For the minimum color, I want a grayish color like this one. For the midpoint, I like this bright yellow color, and the maximum I would like to see this bright green color. We haven't finished yet. For the values, since our critical value or starting point is this minimum revenue, I'll just reference this one, and to make it a little bit beautiful or gradient color, I will just give minus 300. What it does, it gradients the color minus up to minus this value. For the mid value, will also reference this one, and here I want a gradient range a little bit low, so I will give only 100. This will make a gradient color for the mid range. And if you don't want gradient colors, just exactly that color, you can just give that value, and it will just specifically identify that specific cell. Here I would like a gradient color because it makes the data table more beautiful and gives a good color to it. and here for the maximum I will want this value and 200 plus to it to show green colors, and I will click OK and OK again. You can see a beautiful custom conditional formatted two variable data table is right before us. We can see that the minimum trip revenue close to this one are as yellow with a range of 100. This is a range of 11 sorry minus 300, which we have given in the conditional formatting sections, and this is a plus 200 range for the gradients. So now let's take example. We will pick up this one, this revenue $2,125, for which we need to have a base rate of $1,900 and a mileage rate of $15. So this is how we can determine our other variables for a specific business outcome, which is excellent and makes our sensitivity analysis in the business models. So this is how you can make a custom conditional formatting to your data tables or for your business scenarios, and can easily identify the critical values or variables for making business decisions. So thank you for watching. In the next video we'll be discussing how to make a custom tornado graphs for sensitivity analysis. Before watching that video, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching again. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Welcome back everyone to the final part of the sensitivity analysis in Excel. In this video we will be seeing how to make a tornado graph for your sensitivity analysis. So here we have a data set of a particular product for its marketing campaign with these variables: ad spend, conversion rate, average order value, and cost per acquisition, and these are the corresponding values. And we want to see if these variables are fluctuated by plus minus 10%, how our net profit is affected. So these are the net profits which are already calculated here, and we will be using these values to create our tornado graph. So in order to create a tornado graph, we will just select these values first and the row titles as well. Since they are in separate columns, we will click on to the control and select the values. This way both of the columns will be selected, and then we will press on to the insert. From the insert we will go to the bar charts and click on more column charts. From here we will click on the horizontal bar charts, this one, and click OK. So our tornado graph is here, but there are lots of editing needs to be done here. First of all, we will click on to the vertical axis and format the axis. We can see the categories in reverse order. If we click on to this, the graph will be upside down, and we will keep the previous one because this one looks more better and it looks like a tornado for its name. And from the labels we will select the label position to be low, and this way the titles will go to the far left. Now it is looking much better. And we will also increase the thickness of the bars by decreasing the gap width, and we will also change the colors of the bars from the fields a deep color. We'll also give the data labels. Looks much better now. We'll also edit the axis. We'll give it a black color. We'll increase the font size a little bit. Same for the horizontal axis or the x-axis. And finally we'll give a title for the chart. We'll name it tornado graph. We'll make it black and increase the font size a little bit. So here you can see our tornado graph is ready. We'll also do a furthermore editing by giving a outline to the graph. It looks much better now. So this is how you can create a professional tornado graph with your sensitivity analysis dataset to visually represent it. Thank you for watching the whole series, and I hope you have learned how to do sensitivity analysis, and I think it will be very useful in your day-to-day life and for making business decisions. Thank you again, and hopefully we'll meet again for an exciting video again. Thank you. Bye bye.